I have done a lot of things, but this is the absolute, absolute highway, the absolute spiritual highway to everything. Also because the process of getting there and going through sleep paralysis and all those things, maybe having to deal with fears or with insecurities or with not believing yourself, that's a big thing for me, you know. All those elements are things that help us going through the challenges that we put ourselves up with when we came here in the first place. So I regard this as the absolute spiritual highway. Yeah, and that's why I'm doing this.
Hello, everyone. I have Laura with me. She's been working with the method for 4 months now, and she's going to share her testimonial and her success. So welcome, Laura.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
So January, you're working with the method in January. How long did it take you to actually achieve this first experience here?
2 months. 2 months after starting.
Got it.
So it was actually quite funny how it started. Because I was having the sounds and not too wild vibrations, hardly actually, but I felt that, hey, something is shifting in my body. So I was like waiting for the moment to get out. And then sometimes I tried. So I sat up and then I thought, no, this is too physical. This is my body. I'm not ready yet. So I waited some more. And then my knees started to move randomly and my legs started to move. And I thought, no, I shouldn't do this because I'm waking up the body like this. So, So I was moving all this stuff and I told myself not to because I thought it was the body, you see. And I thought I'm going to wake myself up like this. So I shouldn't do this. And then I lifted my arms and I clasped my hands and I thought, no, this is too physical. This is too real. So it's not the soul body. And I laid them down again. And then I started to do all sorts of things. I was even spinning around in a circle. And then I thought, listen, I can't do this with my physical body, with all the blankets over me and stuff. So this must be my soul body. So then I thought, okay, I have to get out. So I rolled to the right and I fell on the ground and I could feel everything perfectly well, but it didn't hurt in any way. That was a typical thing. I took my room totally for my room. I recognized it to be my room. But it was like you say, it was my room, but upgraded. It was more beautiful even. It was bigger and richer and all that. But it was my feeling, it was my atmosphere, right? So I wanted to get out of the door as quickly as possible. And I was
Did
still
you
in
by chance
chatting.
look at your body at all?
I wanted to look, but I didn't want to look too much. So I saw a figure in the bed, but under blankets, I didn't see the face. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out of the door as quickly as possible. And I was feeling everything, the textures too, because I couldn't believe that I was out of body. It was too physical. So I was convincing myself, is this soul or is this physical? And then at a certain moment, everything was so real. And then at a certain moment, I thought, oh, but wait, if this is soul body, I should be able to go with my hand through the wall. And I did. And it was this, it's a very weird feeling. It's as if the walls have a sort of a, I don't know, an electrical or a field or something like that. And when you go through it, it's like as if it's particles mm, separating,
Mm.
and with orange sparkles of light and stuff. So it was very, and I thought, okay, so this is the soul body. And then I saw in the house, I saw two people that I know, but they were not paying attention to me at all. Um, but they were making a lot of noise, and I thought, it's awesome that my body, my physical body, doesn't wake up from all the noise they are making. So that was funny. And then I thought, if this is my soul, I can fly. So I flew up, and then I went out the door into this really nice atmosphere, not the place where I was at in waking life.
Mm.
Hills, the light was different than I know, um, but um, it was also so me. It was like that's the thing that I concluded later also, that I was struggling with this, what is real, It was not real according to the reality that I'm living here in daily life, but it was actually more real in the sense that everything felt like me. So my room was an expression of me, of my atmosphere, the landscape was me. I was so at ease there. And the first thing that I want is meet with my guides, because I want to meet with them, and then I want to ask them to lead me on, to help me on my journey out of body. But so I asked, but nobody came. And then I thought, okay, so this has been a lot already, and I want to practice every night. So if I'm going to fry out too much after this experience already, then better go back to my body and not try too much. So I wanted to go back, but that was also very smoothly, actually. I went back quickly, but smoothly. It went back into my body. And then I thought, oh my God, I did it. I did it.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
So then I wrote in the chat, in the Telegram chat, yeah, I did
Yeah, well,
it.
well, well, 2 months to achieve it. So, and but I remember the feeling the first time, like, when you come out and you're like, this is no different, literally, from the physical. It's more real, more
Yeah,
physical, and
yeah,
people can't necessarily they don't understand that when I say that,
no,
unless you experience it
no.
for yourself, and then you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, I get it, I get it.
yeah. But it's also a deeper feeling. Like, I mean, I've listened to everything that you said. Um, it's not only the physical feeling that's real, but it's an inner feeling that it's more real than what I'm living here.
Mm.
Here, there are distortions. Here, things are off. I don't have enough money to buy, I don't know, a kind of decoration that I would like, but in that room, everything was just as I want it to be, well, I mean, yeah, just said that already.
Yeah, because your field, once you come out, your field, your thoughts, who you are within is immediately
Yeah,
projected outwards once
exactly.
you're out of your body.
Exactly.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
be yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna see it
So
all.
everything was an expression of myself, and that was fascinating
Mm.
to uh, to experience. Yeah. But when I heard you in an interview, I had heard of OBE before, but I was not really interested. I thought, oh, it's one of those spiritual abilities. Well, like, being able to see auras or stuff like that. It's not. I'm not after the tricks. I want truth. I want I want truth, light, and not, So I thought that OBE was something like that, and I was not after that. But when I heard you talk, um, there were two things that really struck me, and that was one is that it's more physical than here. That was like, is that even possible? I hadn't expected that. The other thing is that you were talking about all these
Well,
things that you can go
now you have direct
out.
experience of it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So now I know,
Yeah.
and it's and that's mind blowing. That's really amazing. But the other thing was that you can get out of your dimensional spaces into what I understood from what you were talking about, an objective truth.
Yes.
And I had never thought that possible. I had come to the conclusion that everything is dependent on our personal perspective. Um, uh, and so then when you said that, I thought, okay, so I'm definitely going to learn this. I'm definitely going to do this. So I'm really fanatic. I'm
Mm.
practicing every night, and well, and I'm having results. And also, what I find is that even with all those nights that I don't seem to have results, I feel that I am making progress. So, um, you know, yeah, there's a whole lot of things that I'm learning. So that's reassuring.
Mm.
And
Well, I
so,
mean,
like I said, yeah,
if I could just say this, well, two things. One of them is the the core truth of all things of what you were saying before, and the thing is, that everybody will come to it and see it. That's just inevitable. At some point, every single
mm,
soul will cross over.
yeah,
They'll see the core truth
yeah, yeah,
of things.
mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm,
other thing that I wanted to say as well is that you when you go back to your life, or just in general life, like this natural dormant ability has been dormant. So when you look at it in context, you've been practicing the method for 2 months and you're out of your body. So you're not doing bad. You see,
no,
in
mm-hmm,
context too, because
mm-hmm,
now that you've experienced it once, you know what it's like. You're in a place of
yeah,
knowing. You're in a
yes,
place of self-empowerment, because no one can tell
mm-hmm,
you otherwise. You're empowered.
mm-hmm,
You know how to leave the body. You can just keep
yeah,
on accessing, keep on practicing, and you'll continue to access more. And then you become
mm-hmm,
a truly empowered soul, like I tell everybody.
yes,
Truly
yeah,
empowered soul.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's very, very impressive. Very impressive. I have done a lot of things, but this is the absolute highway, the absolute spiritual highway to everything. Also, because the process of getting there and going through sleep paralysis and all those things, maybe having to deal with fears or with insecurities or with not believing yourself, that's a big thing for me, you know.
Mm.
um, all those elements are things that help us uh, um, going through the challenges that we put ourselves up to up with when we came here in the first place. So I regard this as the absolute spiritual highway. Yeah, and that's why I'm doing this. So I'm super excited, and also to do this stuff together with you guys. I mean, it would be so much fun to really shake up this veil and do stuff, together. I mean, yeah, I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you and having you part of the work groups with
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah. So
please.
it's going to be very,
Yeah,
very interesting. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Well,
Yes.
congratulations on everything. Seriously. Yeah. Because
Mm,
now
thank
you have the ability. You have the ability. You know exactly how. Now
you.
it's
Yeah.
literally just you setting the intentions to access that which you desire, and go
Yes.
straight forward and access it for yourself, because
Mhm.
you're not really beholden by anybody for information, because you know you can access it now, and that's the most
Mhm.
important thing.